Hey guys, Indy here with Ultimate Tool Reviews. Well, what I got here in the package is actually something pretty cool. So what I did here recently was I thought I'd do a cool video on talking about how to clean a power tool. And so without further ado, let's open this up and see what I'm talking about here. All right, so in this package here that I got off eBay, I went and bought a Milwaukee M18 Fuel Surge. And the Surge is a oil impact driver. And I bought this one off eBay. I think I got it for around $45 shipped to my door. And I haven't seen it before this. I just pulled it out of the package here. And what I'm going to do with it, guys, is I'm going to show you how to clean a tool like this. And I bought this one because it looked like it was in overall pretty good condition. And looks like it is. Not too much rust, not too much real wear and tear here, but looks like it's just got, some dirt on it. And of course, these go for definitely over like 140, 160 in that range, brand new. But of course, you can buy them, pretty cheap. But they're gonna have a little bit of wear and tear and some dirt on it as well. So let's get started with get this cleaned up, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so first thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to do a deep clean on this tool. And what I mean by that is I'm actually going to remove the outer casing on this impact driver. That way I can actually pull off each side individually and clean it better that way without having to worry about, water or more dirt or mud getting inside the tool and damaging any of the electronic circuits in there. So on the Milwaukee here, it uses a T10 star bit, and I'm just going to pull off all these little bits here, and we will get this case off. I'm going to make sure that I save all of these bolts here. I've got to remove that as well. Alright, so I am just going to remove all these bolts here, and there's not actually that many on here. They all come off with relative ease as well. And just remember that your long bolt, when you pull off these bolts, you're going to get a long one. That's going to go right up here in the front, just in forward of that battery pack there on the tool. So just remember where that long one goes as well. Pretty easy to find out where that one is. And I've got, looks like 2 more here. All right, and I think I got 1 more in here. Also another long bolt there, so make sure you remember where the 2 long screws there go. All right, so I've now got this off, and my preference for pulling these off, you can also clean some of the electronic circuits in here. As you can see, this one's got a bit of drywall dust here, got a little bit of just random stuff there. Also, if you wonder how they have those security tags in stores where they see if you stole the tool or not, here is where they keep these in the Milwaukees. They are buried pretty deep in there. All right, so guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab basically a small bucket of water here, and you can also do this in a sink as well. And I like to use Simple Green or some other type of light detergent here to get this cleaned up. So I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna get this cleaned up here, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, and I'm back now. Well, that was super easy. I just filled up a 5-gallon bucket with, about 3 inches of warm water. Did like, 15 sprays of Simple Green in there. Took an old, basically like a dishwashing sponge or a sponge just there for washing dishes. And just was able to just, kind of let it soak for about a minute. And then I just basically wiped it off with a sponge. There's a few, pieces of what probably was like caulk or something on here that came off really easy in the Simple Green, and was really no trouble at all. So that's 1/2 of this impact driver done. Now here's a trick that I like to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cloth I used to wipe this off with, and I'm just going to wipe down the internals here. And just, you know, get some of this stuff cleaned up in here. Not a huge deal. It's kind of always going to be dirty in here no matter what. I'm also going to grab a blower quick, blow this out as well. And I just want to make sure I keep this thing, you know, lasting as long as possible. All right, guys, so I just cleaned the inside of this a little bit. Now, this is one cool trick that I like to use, and instead of, you know, pulling this off and then taking all the guts out of this thing and then cleaning the other side, what I like to do is I like to clean one side, and you can almost tell how much cleaner that one side is than the other side. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this side off, flip it over, and then I can pull the other side off now. And the guts are just gonna fall into the other side, and it's gonna hold it all in place for me. So I don't need to worry about, you know, getting this thing back in there, having troubles with it, you know, oh, it's not fitting right, or I don't know what I was doing. And let's see here, got something connected still. I got the light still connected right there. Just gotta pull that out. There we go. And so I think this looks like it's like a ground or something. Just gotta get, there we go. All right, so I can also clean the other side as well. I got the light over here pulled out, as well as the trigger assembly. So now I can go clean and do the exact same thing to this side. What I'm also going to do is I'm also going to take basically one of those white paint markers, and I can fix that Milwaukee logo as well too. So just hang tight, guys. I'm gonna go clean this side. I'll be right back. All right, so that marker wasn't working too well, so instead I'm actually gonna use a white acrylic paint here with a really tiny paintbrush here I've got just laying around. So that should last a bit longer than that marker, and of course it's not gonna come off too easily. That marker actually died on me anyways, so I'm just gonna use some white acrylic paint to fix up that Milwaukee logo quick, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, and just like that, I got all the screws back in. Got some acrylic paint here up on the logo, and overall, it looks pretty clean, pretty new now, guys. I mean, you can almost mistake this for maybe like a week-old Surge now. So that's about all it really takes, guys. And, you know, just, of course, be careful when you're taking it apart and putting it back together. And make sure you have it exactly the same way that it came apart. And, you know, other than that, of course, you can do it without taking it apart as well. I like to take it apart, just, you know, check the internals, make sure there's not a ton of dust or a ton of junk in there as well. And it also allows you to actually submerge the external casing there as well to get a better clean as well. So leave a comment below, guys, what you think, and hopefully this maybe will change your mind about buying some used tools. And overall, that took me about, man, less than 10 minutes or so to do all that cleaning. Really, really easy to do there. And I got almost all the junk off the handle there. There's a little bit left I can try yet with just a fingernail, but other than that, guys, I think it looks pretty good, and definitely gonna mistake this for a nearly brand new tool now. So thanks for watching, guys, and take care.